Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
Robertson. Can he get on the end of this? Ronaldo might just make this. Well read, nice interception. He's found space here. Messi. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Messi, and this is Messi. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now he's got space here. Toure wants to run onto this. Rummenigge. Showing good feet. And he's picked it up out wide. In by Messi. He leaps for it! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Liverpool yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Messi. Space for him to turn and look. Chance for a shot! He's scored! And Nigeria are ahead! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Nigeria are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now it's Mbappe. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Out towards the flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. And it's Bellingham. Cross from Robertson. Buffon claims it. Safe hands. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Looking for options for movement. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Ibrahimovic clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone?
It's run loose, who's going to get there? And that's another good win of the ball. Alexander-Arnold. There will be a throw-in. It's an inviting-looking ball, that.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And he cuts out the supply. Mbappe. Mbappe venturing down the left. Played in by Robertson. Chance! He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Drogba duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Liverpool restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fit.
There's the shot! There it is! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Robertson looking to receive it in space.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Played it again. Oh, great leap! And again. Early ball out from the back. Bellingham. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rummenigge. Cannavaro pokes it out wide. Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That's it, 45 minutes up. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. The second half is up and running.
Liverpool really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's having a pop! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good take in a good area. Rummenigge! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Rummenigge. Bellingham. And the counter is on. Dembele being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Liverpool really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi receives it in a good position. And a chance! Has another goal! And there's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Nigeria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Ibrahimovic. And now the breakaway. Now it's Rijkaard. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he's got his cross in. And it's Rijkaard. He's chosen to go back.
I would think that was the wisest choice.
He's a sharp little ball here. Yaya Toure. It's Bellingham. Goes long and straight. That is good alertness. Ibrahimovic. Messi. Tries one from range. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Yaya Toure. Drogba is onto it in a flash. And he was quick to react. Vieira. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. The defender is not giving up on this. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's found the... Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there. Height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Can he finish? And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. Nigeria visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That looks a cracking ball. He's got away. It's Ibrahimovic! And a neat finish. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, can he get onto this? Vieira. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's a... He's had a shot! It's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Substitution for Nigeria, number 10, Rijkaard. Coming on to replace him is number 14, Gilberto Silva.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Nigeria are having a ball here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Bellingham. The less said about that pass, the better. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that looks a decent ball.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on, 4 minutes. Rummenigge. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Vieira, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Now it's Dembele. Pass is just off target. Rummenigge.
There they go, hunting again.
Yaya Toure. Bellingham. And that's that. Liverpool suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just...
Bellingham! Not a bad try by any means.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often, he'll find the net.
Stood up well to him there. Spread neatly. Drogba going after that. Great ball if he can get there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Ronaldinho. That's headed upfield. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Best. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes.
Gets his head on it! And no mistake! But that is not going to count.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, the way he sheepishly looked across.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Knocks it into space. He's shifting through the gears here. Thinks about the shot. He leaps for it. Goal, Poland! And it's Poland who take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And here's Mbappe. Drogba. Can he finish? Well, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So a big moment. Not much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Goal! After 19 minutes is number 11.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Van Dijk, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Can he get on the end of this? Delivery from him. Can he finish? Oh, it's a beauty! A finish of true class! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, that is a gem! The audacity to try it, and and he made it count.
Well, you'd want to go and congratulate him for that. Just brilliant technique, and even better, that speed of thought.
Liverpool leading now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Drogba is herring after that one. And there's green grass ahead of him. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Drives it in. And he hits the net. And they're threatening to fly away here. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment. Oh, that's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal. Van der Sar. And he's gone looking for safety. Nesta. And he thumps it clear. Oh, they could be a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. And that is a... Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Liverpool benefiting from an own goal. Oh, incredible! Another own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Dembele, shot at goal! Bellingham, big chance! And they're back on the ball again, and he whips it. Oh, good effort! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Rijkaard. Drogba does well to get it back. Bellingham thinks about the shot. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. That pass isn't the best. Now it's Batistuta.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Cannavaro makes the interception. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's a promising position. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Forwards and with intent. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Mbappe. Cross from Robertson.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Rijkaard. Oh, good spread. Now it's Dembele. Liverpool already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Now it's Mbappe. Great chance! Long ball looking to counter. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Drogba. It's Drogba! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Liverpool are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Vardiol. A probing pass. That is good alertness. Dembele. Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. Fofana. Osimhen chasing after it. Robertson. Here's a sharp little ball here. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's a searching pass. That is ended up in no man's land. That's been cut out, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's Bellingham. Yaya Toure. Bellingham! Bellingham! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Goes for a shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Substitution.
Manchester United choosing to make the first change.
Pretty robust defending. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Robertson. Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And we've reached half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
By the local police.
Liverpool are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. So, into the second half. Vardio. Looking for options for movement. No, again there's no way through. Great vision.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Can he finish? Yamal. Van Dijk cannot be beaten that easily. And here's Drogba.
Oh, really well played.
It's Drogba! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And there... Oh no, this does not look good. He's got away, looks across and plays it in. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Drogba. Driving for... Drogba! Great strike. A test for the keeper.
Liverpool certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Succumbs to the pressure. And here's Drogba. And that is a little undercooked. Yamal venturing down the left. And he's managed to get free. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Chance here to counter. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Knocks it out wide. Diving header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
That has been cut short. Nicely shaped ball. Neatly clipped into space. Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Played into space. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Van Dijk. Could be danger here. And the shot! And he passes it long. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Half an hour gone in the second half. He's having a pop! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Knocks it into space. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, that's a key interception. Shifted it to the flank. Messi. And here's Batistuta. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That is a brilliant interception.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Oh, nicely intercepted. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Robertson. Now it's Yaya Toure. And it's Bellingham. Messi. And Yaya Toure! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yamal.
There will be 1 minute added time.
The pass has gone astray. Now it's Drogba. He's picked his way through. Now, can they get him away? Takes a shot! It's a goal! They are playing them off the park. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what...
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Drogba walking off with the spoils, richly
Just a quick
deserved.
request today for everybody to please kindly...
Well, how will we look
remove
back
any
on
cars
that?
parked on the
Liverpool
road outside the
really were
stadium.
great today. They showed a...
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody, and
The fans
welcome
have
to
pulled out all
today's
the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. Well, there is the steely focus of the man many would readily vote as the world's greatest. It was January 2018 that Virgil van Dijk first wore the famous red shirt. So I wonder, Jim, does he still rank as number one?
I would say so, Peter. In fact, the title-winning season of 2024-2025 was statistically one of his better seasons, having been one of the club's most consistent performers. Only missed one league game. This at a time when you think age and injuries are going to start slowing him down.
And that consistency is, amongst many other things, what makes him the man he is.
Absolutely.
Bellingham. Now it's Shevchenko. Great vision. Tries to play it through. Oh, well played. Bellingham.
Oh, good spread.
Now it's Shevchenko. And he cuts out the supply. He's a sharp little ball here. Robertson. That is ended up in no man's land. Van Dijk. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he plays one through. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Threads one in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ambitious ball here. Drogba going after that. Alexander-Arnold. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
That's good play from him.
Van Dijk gets it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, that's superb. Oh, just Drogba! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he lines up a cross. Keeper's dealt with that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Robertson. And here's Mbappe. And the shot! There it is! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Liverpool are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And here's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Delivery from Mbappe. No way through there. Mbappe has the space to scheme. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Liverpool with the corner, they're first. Rijkaard. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a sharp pass. Tries one from range! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Liverpool have their second corner now. Oh, good climb! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Seedorf. And now the breakaway. And he's quick to return it. Looking for options for movement. Played out towards the right wing.
Liverpool really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Now that looks a decent ball. He's got away. Oh, facing up to his head. And Seedorf! It's hit the upright. Well taken goal. Portugal are level. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Portugal restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that is a little undercooked. Out towards the flank. Short changes him with that pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. The ball has bounced loose now. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And that's the second half started.
Liverpool have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko, the great Ukrainian goal machine!
Surprise, surprise, who else? The ideal time and the ideal man to do it. This is going to liven up the second half.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
Portugal with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Can he get it through? It's run loose here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now he's off and running. Pinches it off him. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Shevchenko. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Mbappe needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Seedorf does really well to win the ball there. Nicely weighted ball. So we've reached the hour mark. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Dembele.
Oh, really well played.
He's found a way through. Punched away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
He's going for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Substitution in progress.
Liverpool have their third corner. And he's taking no chances there. Bruno Fernandes. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. He's shifting through the gears here. Impressive jump. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
No, he's not getting any further than that. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And he's got away. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Bruno Fernandes is offering a right smile there.
Substitutions taking place.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
That's a good run down the left. Good ball, good take. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Liverpool get their fourth corner. And a header! Off the post! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he's missed a very good chance there. He might have got a little too much on that.
Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Mbappe. He'll try from distance. Alexander-Arnold. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Liverpool really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Mbappe is herring after that one. Pass somewhat off target. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Drogba. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Dembele. Looking to play him in. And this is Dembele. Dembele's cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Quick look, then plays it in. Oh, there's a probing ball. Dembele.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Substitution. Four added minutes has been indicated.
Looking for the run. And here's Drogba. And it's Yaya Toure. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And Yaya Toure! And it's in. They have stolen level at the last. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
It's just really poor from a defensive standpoint. A very soft goal if you look at it. Everyone was busy doing the wrong thing. Someone's really got to be picking him up when he's in that position.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
That's a cute ball. Vieira cuts it out. They'll have to settle for that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody, and
stadium,
welcome
and the
to
players on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his press... And the shot! Goal! Romania! And Romania take the lead! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Liverpool finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, this looks sharp. Can he get it through? And he plays one through. Gabriel Jesus. He's through on goal here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Dembele thinks about the shot. Now, can they get him away? It's a goal kick. Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick. Trossard plays a sharp little ball here. Bellingham. And it's Dembele. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Passing is crisp and sharp. Liverpool are behind here despite their domination of possession. Great ball and he shot, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Gabriel Jesus actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Romania with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now it's Wilshere. Romania given another corner. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Wilshere. Wilshere stood his ground strongly. Looking to play him in. Yaya Toure. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Trossard. Now it's Eze. Dembele. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Van der Sar sends that a long way. And it's Eze. Tries to pass it through. And he's cut it out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Romania clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Dembele.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Half an hour played now. Oh, that was vital. And here's Drogba. It's Drogba! Short changes him with that pass. Oh, easy pickings there. That's a lovely, neat pass. He is starved of space and time. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bellingham. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Wilshere. Rice. That has ended up in no man's land. Alexander-Arnold.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Not the most convincing of passes. Eze receives it in a good position here. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Trossard. Nice control. Decent chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Bellingham. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he's managed to get free. Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. Yaya Toure. Played out wide. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Just a quick
Liverpool go
announcement.
in at half-time with a game to
Please grab the
chase.
tickets you were given when you were walking through the
Yeah, you
gates.
don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So right back into the action.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Madueke. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Pass somewhat off target. Can he get on the end of this? No, it's come to nothing. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Romania clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Dembele. Space for him to turn and look. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, he's played it in low. Dembele! Well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Mbappe had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
No, that's been intercepted. Knocks it into space. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Tries to play it through. Now it's Gabriel Jesus.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Romania can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And here's Drogba. Now it's Dembele. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Towering header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's on his own! Oh, just skips past his chance for a shot! Goal, Romania! And again they hit the front. Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Didier Drogba. Number
The two
11,
coaches are signalling
Mbappe.
changes here, both at the same
Number
time.
15, Dembele.
Romania with the lead.
Coming on the field, number 10,
Eze.
Van Basten. Number 14,
And he cuts out the
Rashford.
supply.
Number 6,
They may end up with some regret with this
Substitutions taking
tactic,
place.
but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's Rashford. Played into space. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great vision. Threads one in. Oh, he's onto this. Eze! Liverpool very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah,
And he shoots! And that would have been game, set and match.
Eze has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
So, third corner of the game. Ødegaard with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yaya Toure, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Saka, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Can he finish? Martinelli out of this world! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
after 88 minutes.
And that is stunning,
number 8,
just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Romania have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
There will be 3
Bellingham.
minutes added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And that has left him in a heap. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. Great chance here from position A1. He's having a go.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. And it was worth a go.
And that is that. Liverpool perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
And a quick reminder today that
How would you sum up what we've
area-
witnessed? Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled out all
today's
the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
Well, we just know, of course, what an excellent goalkeeper Dida is. Indeed, some consider him to be right up there amongst the elite.
Yeah, towering, and someone who always has great presence. For me, he just always seems relaxed and in tune with everything that's going on. A true great.
Liverpool with the corner, they're first. And a header! And now they can spring out of defence. It's a pretty loose pass. Van der Sar sends that a long way. Liverpool disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Cafu purring through the gears. Bellingham. Rijkaard. Tries to pass it through. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Robertson. Drogba. Played out to the left flank. Robertson got a long way forward to join the attack. And this is Cruyff. He has found the way through. And Cruyff! Oh, it's come off the upright. Drogba is herring after that one. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Oh, it's Dembele. In with the challenge.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Filippo Inzaghi. Not the most convincing of passes. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Liverpool clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, super ball! He's having a shot! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Liverpool presented with a golden opportunity here. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
This to make it 1-0. Just one winner. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Drogba going after that. Robertson. Liverpool already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. And this is Drogba. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Over to the right flank. Drogba is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mbappe, and it's Robertson. Gets a good foot in there. Robertson, and he's being shifted off it. Roberto Carlos, that is ended up in no man's land. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This to be all square. Formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
The goal scorer after 36 minutes is number 18, Filippo Inzaghi.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
There's a sharp little ball here. Elects to cross. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Liverpool have their second corner now. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe wants to run onto this. Can he latch onto this? Mbappe looking sharp there.
Well, sometimes you can see it coming a mile off, yet because of the timing of both the run and the pass, it can be hard to stop. Always next time.
It's a good run down the right. Dembele,
has been
and it's
indicated.
Bellingham. Dembele, in towards the back stick.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Impressive jump. Oh, it's fallen loose again. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the shot. Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Liverpool were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end.
And we'd like to inform you now that the
It has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Liverpool get the ball rolling for the second period.
Liverpool have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Bellingham! Bellingham! That is brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And again they hit the front.
Goal
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Liverpool leading now. Spread to the right. And that was asking for too much. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Davids, and they can counter here. Threads one in, and it's been played through. And he's cut it out. Yaya Toure.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Liverpool can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Now it's Mbappe. Robertson. Great vision. Can he get onto this? Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cruyff. Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Liverpool really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Cannavaro makes the interception. Now it's Mbappe.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Substitution in progress.
Liverpool have their third corner. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Can he get on the end of this? Oh no, that was never going to make it. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's Dembele! That's another chance! And that's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Number 15.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Good running, strong and purposeful. And tries a shot! He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
That has not gone well. He's having a pop! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! He's got himself an absolute peach. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Liverpool cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Yaya Toure.
Liverpool clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now, can they get him away? Shot could be on. Cruyff! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
He's being urged to shoot. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Big chance! Now who's going to be first to this?
Liverpool can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And here's Mohamed Salah, picked out brilliantly. Good read, needed to be. Liverpool close now to seeing this one through to the end.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Somewhat off target. Yaya Toure, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Not the most accurate pass. And that will be the final act. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Liverpool truly have the look of a well-drilled outfit. Everyone knew exactly what they...